And good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I decided to do a short video. I wanted to talk about the Rico charges that Young Thug and um, Gunna just got. They was arrested on Rico charges as it relate to gang-related situations. You know, I think about how so many people thought that the feds was just going to sit back and they weren't doing anything. I don't think a lot of people actually really know how the government work, although they have an idea, but I don't think they really know how the government work. And I think I spoke about a while ago. I was like, even with this situation with Young Dolph, and it appears to be different, but you think about all of these rappers, they're all connected in some kind of way. They're all connected in some type of way, you know. The industry is one industry, and they're all in that industry, which means they're all connected in some type of way. I was like, with this Young Dolph situation, it's going to open up a can of worms, and what's going to happen is, you know, it's going to shine the light on a lot of other things. There are going to be some people guilty by association. There are going to be some people um, guilty by affiliation, and when I say affiliation, in the industry also, because what happens is you have people that are getting arrested, and you think about these rappers, the majority of them are affiliated with some type of gang. I don't know why they can't just make their money and take care of their family and stay out of this mess. But for some reason, someone has put into their head that they need the protection of the gang members instead of getting protection of experienced bodyguards, okay, that can really protect them, and ridding themselves of anyone, because it's okay if you want to take some people with you, but they got to have a different mindset. Because see, when you go into different levels, when you're making money, you can't have everybody around you, because they'll mess you up if they don't want to change. And that's not what's happening. They feel like they're supposed to do the exact same things that they was doing. I know, because it's being promoted when before they started making this money. And as I said before, I said the feds always follow the money. So I'm not surprised with this. I am not surprised. And I've been saying this is only the beginning. They're just making their rounds. They're just making their rounds. I'm sure it's a lot of people that's having some sleepless nights that has been, that is in the industry, that's got these gang affiliations where they've been knocking people off. I think I have been saying this. They said they are going to drain the swamp because somebody is funding these people to go and funding these hits. I think I have put a lot of emphasis on hits. Now, with this, Young Thug case, from what I can see, everybody in the industry somewhat kind of does the same thing. Some people are just kind of out there. They're kind of bold. They put it in their songs with these hits, dropping bags on people's heads. And I think I have been saying a long time ago. And you have to think about all of these federal agents and these law enforcement people, they kind of share the same sentiments. I have been saying some people pissed off. I think I've been saying some people pissed off. They got the nerve to think that they are going to run the citizens and put fear in citizens and drop bags on folks' heads like they run some stuff. I said it's going to be a domino effect, because what has happened is, I said what happens is you get a bunch of people, when these little dudes up under them start getting arrested, they may not necessarily, They got the dirt on them. They may not necessarily want to drop a dime on the people that are in their organization. So they start telling on people in other organizations, especially as it relates to this industry. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. And this is just the beginning. I've been said this. I said they don't necessarily want to tell on anybody in their organization, but they don't have a problem with saying something on telling on somebody in another organization. And guess what? It's going to be reciprocated. So y'all get ready to start seeing a bunch of people just telling on each other, and all of them have some type of gang affiliation. They may not even live in the same state, but they represent the same organizations. So they all basically got something on each other. But guess what? They ain't necessarily got no loyalty to each other. But y'all, this stuff is I'm glad that it is kind of coming to a head because it has to stop. You know, it ain't gonna be nothing. People say, well, he gonna beat whatever they got. But at what expense? At whose expense? It ain't nothing when you start seeing people walk out of jail. It ain't necessarily got anything to do with them running their money. It might have something to do with them running their mouth. Who's got to pay the price? Because when it all comes down to it, they ain't got no loyalty to each other. They hauling ass to save self. These folks ain't playing. So, I long been saying that it was something brewing in these parts. Who is gonna be? I don't know. But I had been hearing rumors that it was something brewing around these parts of the Tennessee and Mississippi. Okay. I've been hearing that. And I've been vocalizing that. People were saying, oh, that ain't how the feds work. And I was saying, okay, okay. You know, um, y'all, this is just the beginning. I think it's a shame when these young men start making money and they don't know how to disassociate themselves and just take care of their families. Instead, they become more and more ruthless. And that's what's got the folks on top of their heads. And I'm telling you now, they're not going to stop until they take them down. It's some stuff brewing right now around these parts. Been brewing. You can't just drop bags on people's heads. You God has blessed you and afforded you the opportunity to be able to take care of your family, giving you a gift. Everybody can't rap. And all you can do is take your money and be destructive. Can't nobody stand behind that when you're destroying your own community and in return destroying your life and your family's life. Because when you can't disassociate yourself from organizations and you're out being destructive, you ultimately put yourself and your family, especially your children's lives, in danger because you risk retaliation. So sometimes the feds have to come sweeping through. I have been saying this. I'm not surprised, but this right here is the beginning. I see how things are. I see stuff in the atmosphere. I've been hearing the talk. Folks are saying, "Oh, she don't know what she's talking about." Okay, she ain't hearing none. That's cap. I've been saying it, and I don't say stuff for cap, but I know Young Thug is way in Atlanta, but it don't mean a thing. Because as I've been saying, it's some stuff brewing around these parts, and it's been brewing. And then when you mess around and you take somebody out, and it brings a lot of attention, just because people get bold, they think that money makes them God. Then the folks have to go and put the hammer down. Okay, so that's just the beginning. It ain't gonna be nothing. People. I've been hearing people saying, "Well, Young Thug got that money. He know how to run that money. He gonna walk out. Just if he walk out, it don't mean he running that money. It could be because he running that mouth." Okay, you know. See, people have a distorted idea of what people, who people are, just because they see them on TV. You don't really know these people. You don't really know what they will do. All they, just because they represent something, a personality on TV or on social media. You don't know who they are in real life. And you have so many people trying to mimic that, and that ain't even who these people are. They'll fold like a chair in a heartbeat. Okay. So this is going to be interesting, but it's just the beginning. Because as I've been saying, it's something brewing around these parts of Tennessee and the Mississippi. I've been saying it. I said this young Doss case was going to open up a whole can of worms where people might not necessarily want to tell on their people, but they want to give something, and they got to give something good, and it has to be true. So I ain't got no problem with telling on my op. Then the op found out about it, because that stuff being paperwork. Guess what? They all know dirt on each other. They point the finger right back, and it's get ready to be a bunch of Negroes going straight down. It's already in the making. Okay. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about that, but this is just the beginning. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen around the Mississippi and the Tennessee area. Because trust me when I tell you, it's coming. It's already here. It just hadn't manifested yet. All right, you guys. Talk to you later.